Listen closely, because the landscape of our team just changed forever. We are talking about massive personnel shifts that are sending shockwaves through the league office and the locker room alike. It is chaotic, it is bold, and it is exactly what we need to analyze if we want to understand our path to the Super Bowl. We are dissecting every dollar, every departure, and every acquisition that defines this new era. Before we dive into the madness, I need all of you true believers to help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers today.
Let us get right to the heart of the matter. The front office has made a decision that is frankly shaking the very foundations of the NFC South. Travis Etienne is now officially the centerpiece of our offensive strategy, and the price tag is a staggering $52 million. People are asking me, Schefter, is this the move that puts them over the top? And my answer is simple. When you look at the production profile, the explosive nature of his game, and the way he can stretch the defense, it is a statement of intent. But let me be clear, spending this kind of capital on a running back in today's NFL is a dangerous game. It is a high-stakes poker move where the margin for error is razor thin. You are betting the house that this young man can not only stay healthy, but completely revolutionize the way this unit operates. From an analytical standpoint, the cap flexibility is going to be tested to its absolute limit. I am seeing the spreadsheets, and I am telling you, the ripple effects are going to be felt for years. But let me take off my insider hat for a second and speak to you as someone who watches this game with passion. This is about identity. Travis Etienne is a weapon. He is the kind of player who keeps defensive coordinators up at night. He has the vision, he has the burst, and he has the temperament to handle the pressure of such a significant financial commitment. The organization is essentially saying that the window to win is now. They are not waiting for a rebuild, they are forcing the issue. If you look at the personnel grouping, you realize that this is not just an addition, it is a fundamental shift in philosophy. We are moving away from the committee approach and putting the ball in the hands of a marquee talent. But does this massive investment in one position leave us vulnerable elsewhere? That is the question that should be keeping every single one of you up at night. Because while we are celebrating this blockbuster arrival, we have to look at the cost of doing business. We are looking at a roster that has to sacrifice in other areas to make this math work. The balance of power is shifting, and the pressure on the coaching staff to maximize this acquisition is going to be immense from the very first snap of the season. But wait, because the story does not stop here. In fact, this is only the beginning of a truly volatile week for our team, and you are not going to believe the departure that is about to follow.
If you want to keep getting exclusive insights like this, subscribe now. We are breaking down every move, every contract, and every drama surrounding our team. Do not miss out on the next update. Now, we have to talk about the gut punch. We have to talk about the reality that has left the entire fan base reeling. Demario Davis, the heart and soul, the literal captain of this defense, has made the decision to take his talents to the New York Jets. I have been covering this league for a long time, and I can tell you that losing a leader like him is not just a statistical loss, it is an emotional crater. This is a man who commanded the huddle. This is a man who set the tone for every single practice and every single game. When you look at the tape, you see the way he diagnosed plays before they even happened. You see the way he held teammates accountable. To see him walk away is a reality check that is difficult to swallow. The front office had their chances, they had their negotiations, but in the end, the pull of a new direction proved too strong. How do you replace that? You do not. You simply hope that the collective unit can absorb the impact. I am telling you right now, the defensive scheme is going to look completely different without his presence in the middle of that field. The communication, the adjustments at the line of scrimmage, the sheer intensity, it is all gone. And for what? For a chance to reset? For a chance to look at younger options? It is a gamble that carries immense risk. You are taking a championship-caliber locker room presence and removing the foundation. I have spoken to sources inside the building, and the mood is somber. There is a sense of disbelief that the organization allowed this to happen. It is not just about the money, it is about the culture. You cannot quantify culture, yet it is the single most important factor in sustaining success over a long season. Demario Davis was the culture. And now, the team is forced to pivot in a direction that nobody actually wanted to go. This isn't just a personnel loss, it is a signal to the veterans that the priority has shifted elsewhere. You cannot blame him for choosing a new path, but you can certainly question the strategic vision that led us here. We are now heading into a future where the defense has a massive void in its leadership structure. But how does this departure connect to the massive spending we just saw? Is there a grand plan, or is the team just reacting to fires?
We must look at the big picture, because this is not a series of isolated events. This is a total restructuring of the team's identity. By bringing in Travis Etienne on a $52 million deal, the team has effectively traded the proven veteran leadership of a captain for the explosive, high-ceiling potential of a premier playmaker. It is a bold, aggressive, and frankly, risky maneuver that defines the current trajectory of this organization. You are looking at a team that is choosing to lean into offensive firepower at the expense of defensive stability. Is that a winning formula? In today's league, it might be, but it is a radical departure from what we have seen in recent years. The domino effect is clear. By committing that much money to one skill position, the team has signaled that they are willing to outscore opponents rather than grind out defensive wins. It is a stylistic overhaul that puts immense pressure on the coaching staff to create a system that can thrive despite the massive void left by the departure of our defensive leader. I am looking at the roster composition, and I see a team that is betting everything on the next 3 years. They are pushing all their chips to the center of the table. If this works, the general manager looks like a genius. If it fails, the consequences will be felt for a decade. The fans deserve to know, is this the best way to utilize the salary cap? We are seeing the team pivot toward a high-octane offensive identity. Travis Etienne is going to be the focal point of every game plan, every screen pass, and every goal line formation. He has the tools to make this work, but he cannot do it alone. He needs a supporting cast that can step up and fill the gaps created by the recent exodus of veteran talent. The energy in the building is shifting from a focus on discipline and structure to a focus on speed and versatility. It is a transition that is as thrilling as it is terrifying. We are watching the team evolve in real time, and the stakes could not be higher. There is no middle ground here. Either this team explodes into a Super Bowl contender, or the lack of leadership on the other side of the ball causes the entire project to collapse under the pressure of high expectations. So, what is the final verdict? Is this the right move for the long-term success of the franchise, or have we just traded our soul for a highlight reel?
This is a defining moment for our team. We have seen a massive financial commitment to an explosive playmaker and a devastating loss of leadership on the defensive side of the ball. The question remains, is this the winning formula we have been waiting for, or are we witnessing the beginning of a chaotic transition? I want to hear from you. Does the arrival of a superstar offset the loss of our defensive captain, or are we headed for trouble? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, because this is going to be a wild season, and we are going to be here to cover every single second of it. Stay tuned, stay loud, and keep supporting our team through the thick and the thin.